yards after a 42-yard punt by Sam Martin. And the young man, Xavier Gibson, from Stephen F. Austin, undrafted, who forced his way onto this team, had 3 punt returns for touchdowns in college, has just ended this night. We made some moves. Chaz Surratt out in front of him, delivering the key block. Martin couldn't bring him down, and Gibson sets off the celebration. It's a great effort by Xavier Gibson in order to get out on the edge and then make something happen when initially it looked like there was a whole lot there. And then he makes a few people miss, which is what you got to do. You're going to have a big return like that. But what a great team victory all the way across for the New York Jets. Chaz Surratt delivering this block on Quentin Morris, and that was the big one. John Perry.
Yeah, it is big. You got to put an asterisk on it because there's a tripping call that was not made. A trip, a leg whip, right near the 23-yard line, number 55, which would have brought the touchdown back.
Surratt, 55. Right there.
Yep.
Not called on the field. And Front Gibson really with the last important block. All with that leg whip. And it gets Xavier Gibson into the end zone with a tremendous effort on the punt return to win it. Let's send it down to Lisa Salters.
Thank you, Joe. Xavier, take me through that game-winning punt return. What was going through your mind when the ball was up in the air?
I seen the ball in the air, and I seen I had a shot. I had Artie and Bryce Hall on the ends. I trust them guys to my core, and I just seen the opportunity, and I just took it.
Just what happened to this team emotionally when Aaron Rodgers went down?
The energy had kind of got low. But once we came in here, in locker room, he didn't show no signs of disappointment. You know, he encouraged me. He just gave me a look. I looked him in his eyes, gave him a look. And in my mind, I was thinking, like, let's win this game for A-Rod. You know, he worked hard all week.
We all watched Hard Knocks. We've seen your journey, you making this team. Just what does this moment mean to you?
A lot. Knowing I didn't fail these guys. You know, I spoke to them about that in the locker room, in the meeting room. I said, I'm going to go hard just for them, not for me. So it was personal.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, I'll deal with the quarterback real quick. Concerned with his Achilles. MRI is probably going to confirm what we think is already going to happen. So prayers tonight, but it's not good.
How do you process your emotions right now? Just a great win for you guys, but the Aaron injury.
That part sucks. I'm going to enjoy this win. Winning in the NFL is hard, regardless of who the quarterback is. Personally, I don't hurt for me. I don't hurt for our locker room. I hurt for Aaron and how much he's invested in all of this. You know, so I'm still going to say a prayer. I'm still going to hold out hope. But you know, my heart's with Aaron right now and nowhere else.
So a lot to process there, man. Aaron Rodgers, the whole run with the Jets, New York, New Jersey. Seems like it's a wrap already. You don't want to say it like prematurely, but you heard the coach. It's not looking good. It's going to confirm what we pretty much already know. And listen, I'm a Bills fan. If you've ever watched the channel before, I'm sure you know that. So I'm not just trying to talk my ish. Jets got the W, you know? It is what it is. They won the game. They played better. They deserved to win the game. But let's not front, man. Like, they're not really, like, in dismay over this whole Aaron Rodgers situation. I know motherfuckers is going to be like, yo, y'all lost. Zach Wilson was the QB and all that. And that's a fact. Again, that's what happened. But believe me, Zach Wilson is not the guy the New York, New Jersey Jets want to be rocking with all season long at all by any means. You know, they were pumped to have A-Rod, Aaron Rodgers up in the AFC East. And I don't know, crazy situation, man. Kind of like the Jets are right back there at square one when it comes to the QB. It was wild, too. It looked like Rodgers, this was my take on it. He was under pressure. I mean, aside from literally being under pressure, about to get sacked, he was under a lot of pressure to live up to the hype with the Jets opening day. He's running out there with the American flag and all that. But literally on that play, he was about to get lit up like a Christmas tree and shifted his weight like quickly to like there was no way he was fully avoiding contact. He did what he could do, and the way he did it is ankle buckled under the pressure, and it is what it is. But man, what a fucking game. What a way for it to go in the books. I hate it. Like, I, as a Bills fan, and I'm sure a lot of New Jersey Jets fans, and enjoy this win, celebrate it again. I ain't trying to hate. I'm just trying to keep it real. A lot of Jets fans probably will, agree that the Buffalo Bills are the more talented team, or maybe not, because last year, when the Dolphins and Jets both beat us in our first appearances, and we later embarrassed them, the second time around, and got that win back. Same things with the Dolphins, and ended up beating the Dolphins in the playoffs as well, in a game we should have lost. This game actually reminded me quite a lot of that Dolphins playoff game. Very, very sloppy. Josh just in his head, seemingly unfocused. That fumble, I mean, the 3 picks was ludicrous. The first one was kind of almost like a punt on third down. He just heaves it down there, and, it's intercepted like within the 10 or 5. So it's more or less like a punt down all the way down there. It was like, damn, Josh, chill out, get out your head a little bit. And you'll see a GIF on the screen throughout this video where Diggs and Knox are looking at each other, and kind of Diggs points at his head or whatever, like, yo, Josh just got to get focused. He got to get on his ish. Because, Josh is that dude. And again, this I hate that this goes in the books, that Aaron Rodgers got hurt and Zach Wilson got the W, beat Josh Allen, was the better QB, I guess we would say. That drive that they put together to tie up the game, that amazing catch by Garrett Wilson. Goddamn, that was insane. Trey was on him, and he kind of hit the ball away on his own like a defender, to get it out of the way so Trey couldn't make a play, and then caught it. That's like all-time level highlight reel material, man. And that was a matchup that was being discussed a lot leading into this week. Garrett Wilson versus Tre'Davious White, as last year, the second Bills versus Jets game. Trey had just came back a couple games before from, his ACL or MCL or whatever it was, as he was rotated back in very, very slowly. And, he's our top corner. And, it was like Garrett was really amped to play against him. It was a guy he grew up watching him play. So he got the best of him last time around, and I'd say this time around, man, hats off. And that was a big drive, tying the game and all that. But aside from that, it was like we gave this game away. Those picks, Josh just not being focused. All in all, going into the half, this was like the Bills' game. And I was really feeling what we had did offensively, taking it slow, working in a lot of run plays, a lot of quick out passes and stuff like that, taking it slow, kind of reeling in the Jets' defense, seeing where they would go. I was loving it. I was like, man, second half, the world is ours. We can really crack open that playbook and start doing some things and taking some shots downfield. But Josh was just, playing sloppy, having a case of the yips. After those interceptions and then the last one, and then getting the ball back and fumbling like that, even on that play, bobbles the snap, go down. The broadcaster said it lived to fight another down. Instead, you want to run forward and all this, just getting ahead of himself. Like Josh Allen is Josh Allen's own worst enemy. But yeah, Josh just got to get back on his ish. I'd rather he's going through this kind of stuff early in the season. Week 1 can always be funky. A lot of upsets often early in the season, week 1, like off-season hangover, things like that. Just teams not finding their groove, their momentum, players, just whatever it is. It's not something uncommon to see in the NFL. And again, I'd rather see Josh going through this ish now than mid-season or late in the season. You know, the dude's a playmaker. He's a stud. Of course, he's got a lot of haters, but that's about the bright side of this game, that we can point out that we gave that game away, man. Don't get me wrong. The Jets seized the opportunity and did what they did. Wilson did the damn thing, showed out. You know, it's not like we totally just gave it to them and they did nothing, but it was a sloppy, ugly game. Defensively, I like the way Milano played. I missed a little bit. Yo, is Jordan Poyer all right? I heard something about Poyer going down or something like that, man. But I don't know, man. But that leads me into closing this video. Like, I don't have much to say on this one, but this video, I'm just kind of disgusted. Again, Jets fans, do your thing, celebrate. Like, y'all won. You guys truly deserve it. That's a 100% fact, you know. But y'all know who runs the AFC East, man. And it's Aaron Rodgers ish is crazy. We'll be seeing an update on that tomorrow for sure. But that asterisk win, like that, I don't know. Like, you see a tweet that I'll share that I put up. I said, yeah, it's an asterisk win, but we didn't deserve to win. But it kind of reminded me of the no-goal thing, you know, like a walk-off overtime goal and the no-goal thing. It's like the media just rushed the field. It felt like that with this. That return, that's the hero at the end of the day of all the other guys we mentioned, from Wilson to Whitehead's 3 interceptions, Garrett Wilson's amazing play, Zach Wilson doing what he had to do. But Xavier Gibson, you know, a guy that was a star on Hard Knocks, 3 touchdown returns in college, you know, clawed his way to getting on this roster and did the damn thing, ran that back. But, yeah, that was a pretty blatant leg whip. It really was. And then some people might say, well, hey, they still would have been in striking distance, field goal distance to win. Not really necessarily, because where it happened, and I believe tripping leg whip is a personal foul. And that was something, too, in the offseason. I believe there was a memo going around regarding NFL officiating that was something they wanted to really enforce. And they really missed it there in this game. I mean, it happened right in front of the ref. It was blatant. But, again, I'm not whining or crying about it because we did not deserve to win this game at all. We didn't. Second half, the Bills were, like, non-existent, man. Like, Josh, get on your ish. We know you're better than this, but comment, let me know your thoughts about everything we touched on. That's going to do it for this one. Chaos, you got this. If you even watch this video, or if you did, if you make it this far through it, you got to do your thing, girls. Celebrate. You know, the rematch ain't going to go the way you like it. But that's it, man. Ugly way to start the season. You know, I always say football season's the greatest time of the year. Brings my mood up. I'm flying high. Wish I was back in Western New York, you know, with the weather starting to change, orange leaves on the ground, hot apple cider, you know, bonfires at night, drinking brewskis, trick-or-treating, haunted hay rides, going to the transit, drive-in, all that good-ish, you know. But, yeah, that kind of put a damper on my mood, but I'm not tripping, man. Go Bills. Go Bills. Y'all know what it is. I'm out of here. Let's talk in the comments. Peace.